This is a collaboration with Hamsi Inc. They reached out to me to do a giveaway of the 12-volt battery. 3 viewers will have a chance to win one 100 amp hour battery, one 50 amp hour battery, and one 20 amp hour battery. If you want to participate and a chance to win one of those batteries, stay tuned to find out how you can enter. In this video, I will show you how I set up this 12-volt system and show you what type of item it can run. I am using this Jupiter 1500 watt modified sine wave inverter. If you are planning to run sensitive electronic like a 5000 BTU AC unit, refrigerator, freezer item like this, you will need a pure sine wave inverter for that. I am using a DC breaker. It's currently off. I will turn it on once everything is connected so I don't get any spark. If you do not have a DC breaker, you can use a pre-charged resistor so you don't get any spark. My solar wires already have terminal at the end. They are connected to the solar charge controller. Those other two wires go outside to a 330 watt solar panel. The charge controller have a max voltage of 46. The solar panel is around 34 volt. It's well under the charge controller max voltage. I start by connecting both positive wire coming from the inverter and the charge controller to the positive terminal of the battery. Then I repeat the same thing with the negative wire, connecting them to the negative terminal of the battery. Just like I have a way to cut off the power between the inverter and the battery, it is also an option to add a DC isolator so you can quickly cut off the power coming from the solar panel to the charge controller. If you want to do that, you would just replace the MC4 connector with the DC isolator in between. Let's switch on the DC switch. If you notice the positive wires are smaller, it's because I was not able to fit those lugs in this DC breaker, but it is very important to use proper wire gauge. Let's turn on the inverter. Now that everything is set up, let's see if I will be able to charge this power station of this modified sine wave inverter and the Hamsi Inc. battery. The power station will eventually pull 569 watt. The watt meter I am using on the inverter is showing a reading of 646 watt. That is higher than what's showing on the power station because it have to convert the AC power back to DC power. I want to say thank you to Hamsi Inc. for selecting my channel to do the giveaway. They're currently having Member Day sale until the end of June. In addition, you can use my link to get an extra 7% off. So if you're in the market for solar battery and equipment, consider using my link. Now, let me take the time and tell you how you can have a chance of winning one of the 12-volt Hamsi Inc. battery. All you have to do to enter is comment your solar setup dreams. It doesn't have to be a 12-volt setup. Or you can comment your specific off-grid challenges, or you can do both of them if you want. At the end of the month, I will pick 3 winners, one for 100 amp hour, one for 50 amp hour, and one for 20 amp hour battery. Now I am using the 12-volt setup to charge this 18-volt power tool battery. It is pulling around 40 watts, so you can charge a lot of those batteries at the same time. Now I am charging this 40-volt battery. It is almost full. I use this battery for a chainsaw, mower, trimmer, and blower, and it is pulling around 59 watts. Next, I will be trying the space heater. The 12-volt setup is having no issue running the space heater. The space heater is consuming around 1314 watts. This inverter is pretty quiet, but once it's using this much power, the fans kick on. For the final test, I am using an electric cooktop and I'm gonna boil a small amount of water just for demonstration. The 12-volt system was able to boil the water without any issues. The cooktop was using around 987 watts. If I was using a pure sine wave inverter, I would demonstrate how this system could run a 5000 BTU AC unit. Overall, I am really impressed with what this small solar setup can do. Just imagine what type of appliances I could run if this was a pure sine wave inverter. Because I am using a battery over 4000 watt hour, the solar charge controller is undersized. It would not be able to charge it within a day. But using the same charge controller with a 100 amp hour battery would be perfect. If you want to participate in this giveaway, don't forget to enter. Thank you again to Hamsi Inc. for selecting my channel to do this giveaway. And if you're interested in other batteries like the 48 volt and 24 volt, take advantage of the member day sale until the end of June. And if you use my link in the description, you can get an extra 7% off your purchase. I hope this video was helpful and informative. If you like this video, you might enjoy the recommended videos. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. See you in the next video.